Hey guys, welcome one and all to my walkthrough of Hogwarts Legacy Portkey games. So if you're new to my channel, welcome folks. If you are following me in from Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Skyrim, or any of the other games I'm playing, for example, Lego Fortnite, folks, welcome back. I'm going to give the stream just a quick second here to get this party started. In the meantime, I will go ahead and start loading game. Now, folks that are following me in from other video games, you pretty much already know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to get us super strong, super fast, super early in the game.
Are you alright?
Why? Because we want our player character to be as insanely overpowered as humanly possible.
A bit. Take this.
So folks, if you liked the movies,
stuff will write you
you're
in a second.
probably going to like the video game. Probably just about as much. If you did not like the movies, you probably will still like the video game. Honestly, I've had people that have never even seen a Harry Potter movie tell me that they played this game and they loved it.
Poor George.
And that actually kind of sparked their curiosity to start watching Harry Potter movies.
What the hell got into that damn thing?
So, you know, not necessarily saying you're always going to like the movies if you like the game, but I do think most people that try the game, whether they like the movies or not, will still find it's a very fun game, folks. It's all here.
Where are we?
Looting, exploring, open world,
but that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Exploration, discovery,
touches it to a specific place.
It's all here. So this is probably the game that I've been looking for that feels like a Zelda game for other platforms.
But stay
one of my biggest
We've no idea who created
problems
this
with Zelda games is you can only play them on the Switch. So,
why?
you know, if you start playing other platforms, it's just not available. So I finally came across this game, and I sunk my teeth right into it, guys. Now I know it's not Zelda, it has nothing to do with that storyline, but the feel of it. It felt like I was in a Zelda game. So all the good stuff that comes with all the Zelda games, it's all here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just kind of walk you through this tutorial stage here, so it's going to be a bit, you know, time consuming to do that. I can't really skip it.
How far did that portkey take us?
Farther from London than the carriage traveled.
Hey Jules, good to see you. Thanks for joining me for the live here.
Sir, those ruins.
Glad to hear you like the game.
The portkey was meant to lead us there.
Yeah, honestly,
this has not been the day
I pretty
either
much
of us
knew right from the
expected.
beginning I'd be playing this
Miriam
one.
sent
What I
that
didn't know right from the
portkey to
beginning
George
was
for a
how much
reason.
it would
And
feel
I
like I was in a
believe
Zelda
that
game.
she and now George
So
died
yeah,
in pursuit
and
of
it's kind of
whatever it
crazy
was meant
because
to
it's
lead
Harry
to.
Potter, it's magic wands and stuff,
If
like it's
you're
not
sure
even
you're all right and wouldn't
like,
mind
you know, same
indulging
weapon sets
me,
or anything, but
I'd like to
I
have
don't
a
know,
look
just
around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good.
running around, exploring,
Let's
looting,
see if we can find a path,
expanding inventory,
however
it just
faded
felt
it may
awful
be.
close to a Zelda game to me. Alright guys, we're just gonna follow
Mind your
Professor
step.
Plum here, whatever his name is. I guess
Where
I've
do
been
you
playing too much
suppose your
Clue
wife got the
lately.
portkey that brought us here?
So
A good
Jules, it's good to
question.
see you. I guess I'm not the only night
Miriam
owl.
spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Ancient magic?
Yes, a powerful magic wielded
Now, I don't
by
know
a
how my
rare
voice is
few.
coming through. I won't know that
Seems to
until
have been
after I'm
lost
done
to time.
streaming tonight and I go back through to watch the recorded version.
Hogwarts
So if it's
Castle
kind of
was
hard to
built
hear me
by
over the
and is
gameplay,
itself a stronghold of that
please feel
ancient
free to let me
magic.
know, and I will
I don't know
absolutely
where she came into possession of the portkey,
crank up the volume there for my
but I
voice
am
and lower the volume
certain
for
it
the
was
game
to
just a
do
little
with
bit.
that search. Ah, that's the path down below. This way.
You live on a restaurant hours. Okay. Someone after my own heart.
But sir, why was your wife searching
My
for
typical
evidence of
bedtime is
lost
probably
magic?
around, you know, 4 in the morning.
Miriam wanted to
And that's
understand
okay.
why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But
Okay,
magic
so
is
I'm
no
just going to kind
different
of
than
tilt
any
over a lot
power.
of this.
What really matters is the
You know, on your
one
first
who
playthrough
wields
especially,
it.
guys, take it all in. Listen to the dialogue. There's a
Is that
lot of
ice?
storyline here. They did an
It's not cold
outstanding job
enough
with
here.
storyline here.
It
Not only
appears
that,
to
the
be a sort of
graphics are
enchantment.
breathtaking.
Someone
And
wanted
I
to
have played
block
this on
path.
Switch and Xbox.
Let's
so I
see
do
some
have
of that one
experience on
work you were
multiple
practicing.
platforms. I'm playing this
Focus on the
playthrough on the
center.
Xbox. Reason being, it thinks a lot faster. Switch, it tends to have to, you know, stop and think a lot more. Whereas Xbox is pretty quick. You know, I don't have to load in, per se,
Excellent.
going from one room to another in the building. It's just kind of already preloaded. So, you know, especially considering I was going to do this live, I thought it would probably be better to be done on a quicker save. Alright guys, so right trigger. Typical, you know, shooting button for most video games. Nice thing I like about Hogwarts Legacy is all you gotta do is kind of put your target in the middle somewhere. And this auto targeting will kind of kick in. You see like things highlighting white when I'm aiming at it. Which is a good thing because you can not necessarily have to use crosshairs to target in on your enemies. As long as you see that thing is lit white, you can go ahead and fire no matter, you know, what direction you go. So if there's a white target out there somewhere, your wand is going to find it. And guys, there's lots of different attacks coming that we're going to unlock. Armor sets are going to be coming. You're going to be getting different spells that are just absolutely devastating. And guys, I'm going to go seek those out very early in the game here. I mentioned getting super strong, super fast. So yeah, it's all going to be part of it. So you decide, grab a treasure chest. There is a hidden one. There's several actually hidden chests here in the tutorial stage.
We're close now. It's
and
just
I don't always multitask the best. So what I'm going to try to do is make sure I hit them all. But if I forget a chest, please have my back and make sure you leave a comment below so everybody else knows as well.
Steady yourself.
What's up, Raven? How you doing? Good to see ya. It's like we got a party, late night party going on. Is my voice coming through okay over the sound of the game? I can absolutely adjust that if need be here. So guys, I decided to do this live because honestly I've played it a few times through now. So I'm actually doing this one the way I should be, the way, you know, I've done some of my other games. I play the game, I grind the game, I know the game. It's more or less second nature or muscle memory, and then I feel like I can get a good playthrough. So, you know, unfortunately I haven't always done that in all my games. Here's the Kingdom, for example. I'm kind of doing it as I go, whereas this one, it was absolutely, you know, grinded on before I even started getting on here live. But that being said, I know I can get through the game, you know, 90% good. You know, again, I might miss a thing here or there, but for the most part, it's going to be a well, thorough, you know, find all the good loot kind of playthrough. As you just saw, I found another hidden chest over there behind this wall.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy.
So guys, play with this targeting system a little bit, because honestly, when I first played the game, that's like a little getting used to.
Out of place.
You know, so hardwired to look for my crosshairs and aim at enemies, so that kind of threw me off there, you know, for a few hours. I wound up getting used to it pretty quick, and now I actually really like it. Okay, so again, just kind of follow him, you know, investigate, etc. That'll kind of progress the storyline here. And we're going to be in the tutorial stage for a bit, guys, and it might feel like they're throwing you into the fire kind of early, but honestly, it's manageable. And, you know, I died in the tutorial stage a few times in the combat with the statues, just the, you know, learning the game, getting used to the game, so it's perfectly fine to die there a few times. It's not going to hurt anything, don't lose stats or anything like that. But I recommend taking your time in the tutorial stage, especially with the combat. Matter of fact, you might want to drop a hard save, play the tutorial stage all the way through, maybe reload that save and play it again. You know, if you're a quick learner, you might not have to do that, but me personally, I did play the tutorial stage a few times through, and I still missed a very, very important key thing that I found to be critical. And one of those is you have different attacks besides just the wand. So I mentioned different spells, but guys, still try to think of your wand as the one attack. Reason being is, even if you go through all 4 spells that are pre-equipped, there's cooldowns for those, so you can't just keep casting your spells over and over again, with the exception of the very first one.
What's this?
So what I do is I consider other attacks, offensive attacks of a different kind. So it's not just wand work that I rely on. I do wand work as one of 4 attacks. Protego, which is actually designed to be a protection spell, I do not use that defensively, folks.
Stone here?
I use that as an offensive weapon. So now I've got
what room?
My wand work, and now I've got Protego.
There's that glow again.
In addition to that, a little bit later on in the game, we're going to be unlocking Ancient Magic. and that is going to be 2 different types of attacks. You're going to have one where it just does like a real powerful ancient magic attack and pretty much kill almost anything.
Godric's heart.
And then on top of that, there's another part of that ancient throw, or ancient magic throw, I think it's called. And that'll enable you to just pick up, you know, inanimate objects and toss them at enemies as an attack, and they're quite devastating. They break shields, etc. So, again, in my mind, I'm not just relying on my wand here. I am absolutely going to be using that as one of 4 different attacks. And the reason I really like to keep that, you know, center and focus, especially for new players, is, folks, that cooldown will get you killed. So, you know, if you're not already thinking you've got 3 other attack types there to go to when your wand work is all spent, you know, the fights can get pretty hairy. Now, one thing that's going to throw me off, guys, is the evade in this game is the B button on the Xbox, which is the A button on the Switch. Now, I've been playing a lot of Lego Fortnite where that is the Y button on the Xbox or the X button on the Switch. So, muscle memory now, you know, when I go to try to dodge, I push Y by accident on my pad instead of B, which is actually my evade. Again, I'm on the Xbox. Okay, so you just saw another hidden chest there. I might have already even missed one, but yeah, there's quite a few. And you're going to want those because you're going to want a good head start on the gold. Oh, I'm sorry, Draven. I thought you told me in chat last time we discussed your name or whatever that I thought you just typed in Raven. So if I'm supposed to be pronouncing that Draven, I apologize.
Just a moment.
I must have misunderstood that when I read it the other day.
Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank.
Yeah, guys, I loved those movies. The Crow.
Vault number 12,
awesome,
I presume.
Awesome.
Precisely.
The key?
Hmm?
Your wife's portkey.
Alright, I am not paying
yes,
attention
of
here.
course.
Probably skipping this. So guys, right out of the movies, we got the roller coaster ride. Pretty fun. I'm going to skip this, but in your games, you know, again, that first playthrough especially, take a moment, just kind of watch the cutscenes, listen to the story. Super, super immersive game that you're playing right here.
Vault number...
Pick the snake house, huh?
Vault 12. Momentous day. Here we are.
Let's see, I've played the different houses. That is a topic of discussion. There are slight differences in the different houses.
When was the last time this vault was
But
accessed?
honestly, I've played the game,
A goblin
you know,
has been
all 4 ways
stationed at
now,
my desk for
and
hundreds of years.
it kind of felt the
In
same
that
to me
time,
overall,
no one
with,
has
you know, those
visited
minor
Vault
differences.
12. Yeah, until today.
Another hidden chest over here, by the way, which I'll have to wait on getting, apparently. So I think I normally wind up being Ravenclaw. And, you know, getting back to those minor differences, you might read on the internet, like, well, if you're such and such a house, you get to go to Azkaban or something like that. Guys, you really don't get to go there. I mean, there might be some cutscenes that take you there, but it's not what you would think. You know, sometimes the internet makes it sound like, oh, there's a whole big open map world over there you can explore, and it's just not like that. So yes, the Slytherin house, that gives you a damage bonus, and I think it's only 10% or something. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But again, just overall gameplay, doing the 4 different houses,
What do you
it was
suppose
more
we
just
should be
minor
looking for?
variations
I'm not
than
sure.
really
Sir, I wonder
major
if you
My
might...
instructions for Vault
differences.
12
I'll just
indicate
put
that
it
I am
that
to
way.
grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait.
Oh yeah, Jules, so I think that's the one I was talking about with Azkaban.
Professor?
That was
If I'm
certainly
not mistaken, it was
unexpected.
Hufflepuff.
Let me think. There must be something.
And you're right, it was a pretty quick quest.
Revelio, perhaps.
But you know, again, my
Yes, a
personal
revealing
experience is,
charm.
you know, especially if
No
you're a
charm
Harry
like the
Potter
present.
fan, play
Let's
the game the
see
first
what
time the
we're
way you
missing, shall
want,
we?
answer the questions the way
Ready
you
your
want,
wand
you know, pick
and
the
focus.
house that you liked in the movies. Chances are pretty good you're going to be given this game more than one playthrough. It's a pretty quick game. if you just kind of follow the storyline. Now, of course, you can get lost in the exploration if you want 100% find all, everything. That can increase the game for you.
Revelio.
But
There,
I found if I
something.
just stuck to the quests,
Move a
I
bit
got through the
closer
game pretty
and try
quick.
again.
So make the game what you want, but again, I wouldn't overthink it. Just kind of play the game how you want, and no matter what you pick, you're going to have a fun gaming experience. Okay, guys, so Revelio, you're going to see me
Well,
casting
that's a
this
start.
constantly.
There's that symbol again.
It
I don't suppose you
reveals
see a way
hidden
to...
loot. It helps
I
you
do,
with
Professor.
clues
That
for
symbol has
quests.
the same glow as the one I saw
I'm
on
just
the
going to be
portkey
constantly
container.
popping that
If
that
what you
cast
can
off.
see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are
And
about to
honestly,
discover
we're about
the
to get into
secret of
combat
this
here
world.
real soon.
Lead the way.
I don't know if my Protego will actually cast as an offensive spell yet. It might only start out as defensive, but here real soon, we'll be unlocking that offensive aspect of that.
This
So
is
right
no
now, it's more or
ordinary
less just
vault.
my wand work
I suspect we will need to earn
that I'm
our
going to be
way out of
relying
here.
on.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is
And
some
there are
sort
hidden
of
chests throughout this stage.
I do.
So again, I'll just kind of
But to
keep
what
casting that
end,
to
I
make sure I'm
can't
not
say.
missing any loot for y'all.
Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
Yeah, Draven. So I've played on Switch as well. So I am actually using Xbox tonight. Reason being is, it thinks a lot quicker. It doesn't have to load every time you open a door, etc. So for live, not only that, I feel like the graphics are a bit tighter. I noticed when I played on Switch, there was a lot of flickering walls and just random, things that were off.
I see something up
So
ahead.
overall, the more
What is
powerful
it?
machine hopefully
That
will
glow
give
again,
the viewing
but
experience
on
on the
the
videos
floor.
here just a little bit of a boost. But if you are a Switch user, I would not say it's not worth the money. It's still going to be a great game. It's still going to be a lot of fun to play. I don't really remember it ever crashing, Skyrim crashed on me constantly when I played it on the Switch, but this game, it ran pretty good. Again, just, some extra things behind there.
Lumos! What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all
Okay, I might need
right?
to pay a little bit
Yes,
of attention
sir, I'm
to the
fine.
game here.
You seem to have caused the
Now, I
floor
put a
to
video out
change.
quite some time ago
That
where I've already
statue.
kind of gotten through the tutorial
What
stage
statue?
here.
I see some
So
sort
I've already
of
kind of
statue,
done this in a
but only
video,
as
but
a
not as part of
reflection
the
in the
overall
floor.
walkthrough. I didn't get the character look right, I was kind of going for Samus Aran. This one, it's not exact, but at least I got the hair and the overall feel of her kind of right. So,
There must be
speaking
something
of
to that
Samus Aran, that
reflection you're
Metroid
seeing.
Prime 4, guys, I keep watching that trailer. Anyway, I am absolutely not paying attention here. So what I'm going to do
Revelio.
I presume
is
this is what you saw
Revelio, and that'll
reflected
kind of
in the
reveal what's
floor.
going on here with the puzzle.
It is.
And
The
we're about to learn a
reflection's
new
still
spell
there,
here. This will
but the
be the
statue's
Candlelight
positions don't
cast that he
match.
just casted.
Wait, when you moved, the reflection turned in the
Good to
direction
know,
of the light.
Raven.
Perhaps you should cast
I have
Lumos.
kind of a middle switch. I don't have one of the newer ones, but it isn't one of the first gen either. It's like the second gen, I guess. And yeah, I've never really had an issue with lockups or anything. Okay, so here is our new cast. So now, this is where your wand work starts getting a little bit confusing if you're a new player. But honestly, it will start making sense at some point. So instead of just, tapping that right trigger, now you can hold the right trigger, and you'll get some button prompts over there on the bottom right of your screen. So to cast my Luminous for the Xbox, that's my
Lumos.
Y button.
Well done.
But
Now the reflection
just
is
remember to
turning
hold that
towards
right
me.
trigger down, and that'll bring up your
It
button
does follow
prompts.
the light.
Alright, so again, this is a puzzle. So what we're going to do is just kind of set this thing to where it needs to go. And I think I boo-booed there. There we go. I walked a little bit too far out to the side for the right of the screen. So what we want to do is just kind of follow that light beam. Or maybe just hold it there. I don't really have to walk around per se. And this is where combat starts, guys. So right now, just remember wand work. And this is when it also introduces to you to that Protego that I mentioned. So So you just tap that button, that'll bring up that shield. Now when we hold that button here in a little bit, that's when it'll turn into more of an offensive weapon. But for right now, it's just defensive. And I always like to target one enemy first. But I keep an eye on my head, and I target my enemies in my peripheral. And the reason I like to do that is because I like to keep an eye out for that Protego, for example, right there. So again, right now it's defensive, but here real soon that's going to be offensive. So sometimes we'll just kind of, you know, cool it on my wand work, and I'll wait for Protego first, and that'll kind of start my attack pattern. Of course, Mr. Professor there is all over the place, but there it is. He's really not giving me a chance to use it. There we go. Okay, so now, you know, as a backup to Protego, you can use Evade. And that's another, you know, fun feature that you might want to get used to. Because if you get stuck, you know, or things are just a little bit too hairy, or you feel like you've got a rock button pressed there, you can just kind of use that Evade. Kind of reset that battlefield, you know, get yourself in a better fighting position. So guys, again, I died here, you know, so it's okay. You're new to the game, just, you know, go in there a few times until it starts clicking. As a matter of fact, that night it wasn't really clicking for me, so I went to bed, you know, kind of irritated. Woke up the next day, and I went right through it like a breeze. I was like, wow.
Professor? Professor Fig? Professor, where are you?
Alright guys, now unfortunately, this is one of my pet peeves about the game. If you're walking around with your candlelight and then you want to do the reveal,
what's happening?
It turns off your candlelight, so it's like you're constantly going back and forth and you're leaving in the dark. But, so yeah, there's another hidden chest. Just make sure I'm not missing one. Okay, so from here we're going to follow the little magic trails, I guess they're called. Oh, there's another chest. Booyah. Make sure we're not missing any loot. Doesn't look like it. One coming up though, so it's already 3 hidden chests here in this darkened area.
That glow again. Lumos. Revelio.
Time. Possum sauce. Okay, we're about to get into some more combat. I think this is where our Protego gets that bump.
Lumos.
Okay, so, oh, we got a reveal first.
I suppose I'm on my own this time.
Then we got a Luminos. Again, same kind of thing, just activate that tracer, and we'll get the statue activated. In case you're wondering, it's just right in front of the sword. And these should all intersect here somewhere at some point. Okay, last but not least.
It seems I need to align these statues with their reflections.
There it is. Okay, and it's a party. Okay, so I like to target one enemy at a time. The reason being is because if you're dealing with, say, 5 enemies, you just start doing random damage, you know, you're kind of wasting a whole bunch of shots. Okay, so here's where that Protego turns offensive, guys. I'll show you this here in just a second. But anyway, getting back to multiple enemies, I just kind of want to spit this out real quick. So, you know, say you cast your wand work 20 times. Well, if you're just damaging a whole bunch of random enemies with those 20 casts, you're still dealing with the same 5 enemies. If you focus those 20 hits on one target, at some point that'll die, you can move on to the next. Now you're only dealing with 4 moving targets. So just kind of one of those more basic kind of things, just keep it in the back of your mind, you know. And you'll find that when it starts getting super hairy like this, that'll make the fight much more manageable. Okay, so there's that Protego, guys. Now I simply held that Y button down instead of tapping it. And you see how it gives an offensive attack there on whatever you're aiming at. So it just gives me a kind of a damage boost, you know, starting out. So not only that, it's defensive, but it's more, I use it in an offensive capacity. So you might have to play with that a bit, you know, until it really clicks. But the more combat you do, the more it'll just start becoming second nature. You can just Protego, wand work, and slather repeat.
Revelio.
You're looking around for hidden loot here. That same kind of deal, guys, you know, just follow the wispy magic looking deals and that'll lead you where you need to go. Very cool graphics in the game, the colors are just amazing. Very, very immersive world you're about to enter. Guys, we are almost through the tutorial stage here, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the live at certain, you know, intervals, just so you know they're not super long videos, I guess. I don't really know, like, what a better way to do this is, but in my mind, like, I'll do kind of like one stage at a time, or maybe one quest at a time. That'll be its own little video. Not to say I'll be done playing for the night, just it'll be a new feed is all. Or, scratch that. I'm recording these, so I think what I'm going to try doing for this game is a little bit different than my typical channel playthroughs. Something I've been thinking about experimenting with is maybe doing the live super long videos, you know, 3-4 hours, whatever, however long I play.
The glow
or in tonight's case, maybe just a couple because I'm super tired.
Sir.
But
astonishing.
with the recordings,
Can
and
I
maybe I'll
see
break those up into
magic?
smaller segments.
Traces.
This way,
of
if
an
somebody
ancient
say
magic
wants
to
real
be
quick up
precise.
with a tutorial, you know, they don't have to watch 3 hours of video.
The
They
magic
can
that
just watch
Miriam
a quick
had
20-30 minute
always
bit.
believed existed.
And I might do that with all
But
the
could
quests,
never.
actually. The problem is, sometimes, you know,
Miriam,
you start a
and
quest
perhaps
and
George,
you're off doing other stuff,
died in pursuit of
and it's a long
knowledge that
time
has been
before you
dormant
actually
for
circle back
centuries.
to a quest.
And you, it seems, are the
Actually,
key
I'm
to
gonna try
understanding
skip
why.
most of this here for late night background. Happy
you
to
all
be
right?
of service.
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
Okay, sorting ceremony. So for Harry Potter fans out there, guys, this made my toes wiggle. This was fun. They really went the extra mile to make you feel like you were playing as if you were in the movies as Harry Potter himself. And again, it's different. Story's different. People are different. For the most part, I don't know, just super fun game, guys. Here it's all here.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting
Alright,
ceremony.
sorting ceremony. I can't skip this. So
I'm
we'll just
no
have to kinda get
expert,
through
but
it.
that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to
So
study
just out
this
of
locket as soon
curiosity,
as
what are
I
you
can,
playing on
but
foot
first
right
I
now?
must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened.
Of course, sir.
Alright guys, getting back to what I said about, leveling
Ready for the
player
sorting
character
ceremony?
super fast.
Phineas, Nigellus.
One thing I liked about
Professor
this game
Weasley,
is you didn't have to
you've won
figure a ton of stuff out
You come here with
going in
preferences
super blind.
and
Like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, that was pretty much like...
Indeed.
Uh-oh, I was not paying attention there.
Hogwarts has much to offer a dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the class.
I do not know what option I think there a second ago. Doggone it. Okay, but again, with my thought process, just playing the game how you wish, I normally just answer these pretty honestly to me, to kind of feel like I'm doing my own sorting ceremony. Kind of puts me in the character a little bit more. But don't worry about these questions too much. Even if you answer the questions and you don't wind up with the house you wanted, the game will here in a moment give you an option to change that.
I do enjoy a good puzzle, and I believe I have a ready mind.
You're clever indeed.
Again,
You have the ability. Perhaps you belong in
I normally end up
Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw. So yeah, here I go again, Ravenclaw. So I'm just going to go with that again, just because that's normally what I end up anyway. But again, you might want to play the game more than once, just to get different experiences, different playthroughs. Now, getting back to the Slytherin house being a little bit more on the attack power, I'm going to play the game not doing that, because I want you guys to see how I handle the combat. I want you to see, if you didn't have that advantage about what you'd be up against. This way, if you do decide to go Slytherin, you know it's going to be just a little bit easier than what I was showing you here on my playthrough. So I'm going to go ahead and accept this house.
You belong in Ravenclaw!
It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as
It's
a
a
fifth year.
me, Mario!
Might be a bit of a challenge.
Nice.
But one I'm sure you'll
Wait,
like.
which
I
Mario?
am, Professor.
I'm
This is the
assuming
entrance to the
Odyssey?
Raven...
Odyssey was a fun game. Honestly, the whole Cappy thing kind of threw me off a little bit. So I try not to use it. Now I know there's areas where you have to, but
Oh, looks like
I don't
everyone's
know.
gone.
Like I said, the whole Cappy
Better
thing
head
was
to the
tough for
common
me
room.
to wrap my head around that.
Revelio.
Alright guys, so we are through the tutorial stage-ish. That was just kind of the quick, throw you into the fire, get you used to a little bit of combat. There's kind of more learning here to do, but the game doesn't exactly teach you everything. Some of it, you just, they're puzzles. You have to figure it out. So, I'll kind of walk you through some early game loot that you can grab here in the castle. Now, you might want to be careful not to grab too much because we have super limited inventory, and we're not going to be able to get to a vendor until we get to Hogsmeade, which is a satellite village here on the map. So, keep that in mind. You don't want to stuff yourself too much with loot too early on, otherwise you just have to dump it. And that's just like throwing the gold down the drain that you could have otherwise sold it for. Excuse me. Alright, so nothing in here. And honestly, I'm not sure what all is down here anymore. It's been kind of a while since I've done the tutorial stage here. But I do know there's a bunch of free chests here. Right off the bat, you just gotta take a moment, walk around and get it. And that might be bottom floor, yeah. So all this other stuff that's lighting up through the walls, guys, this castle is massive. You are gonna get lost in here, and you are gonna get lost in here a lot. And that's okay. It's got a real good... I don't have a map yet. It's got a real good warping system, so, that might take a little bit of getting used to the map layout, because, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, it's a good 3D topographical map. In this one, it's more 3D, and you just have to get used to it kind of thing. But again, I'll walk you through that here as best as I can. Okay, I'm back here, I think, on my original floor, so yeah, you're going to eventually pop up around here. This is your house. Or no, this is not my house yet. Okay, so we need to start talking to people, and I don't know when my flue flames are not activating yet, but that's the travel gates, guys. That's like a warp point. And when you discover them, they normally just, turn green.
This should be
But
interesting.
it must want me, talk to characters and
just
stuff
brilliant,
before I get into
Amit.
all that.
Brilliant. You'd think you could...
So just
Why,
go ahead and
hello.
follow your quest markers
I'm
there. and
Amit.
Again, for
Can't say
playthrough,
I-
make sure you're
Oh,
taking all this in.
I have... You will be enthralled.
There's one of 3. There's another one over there.
I'm not sure this is the right spot.
Okay, Jules, yeah, awesome. Honestly, it feels just like Hufflepuff without going to Azkaban. I guess is the best way to put it. With a couple of minor variations in dialogue that I picked up on, but beyond that, not too much difference.
Professor Fig does know a great deal.
Alright, so just like my advice on the Zelda games, folks, Skyrim, all the other games I
This should be
play,
interesting.
always take the time to talk to every single NPC
One
you come
moment.
across.
Watch this.
And sometimes I'll even, run by and
That
talk to
wasn't
them more than
quite
once,
the
especially if I
reaction.
see a new quest
What did you
marker
hope would
highlighting.
happen?
They could give you
I'm
quests,
glad
they
to
might
be
have,
here,
give you
ready
loot,
for
just
classes to
a number of
start.
things could
Good.
happen. Especially in the little satellite villages out and about
Hey there.
throughout the map.
New Ravenclaw. Professor Weasley
Okay,
is
so you're
looking
just
for you
kind of
just
following
outside.
the map
You
marker.
best
They're
not
still
keep her
hitting my
waiting.
food points. So if I want to make sure I'm not missing a chest. I am not missing a chest. So if you've never played Ravenclaw, this is probably the
morning.
coolest part
I
about the
trust you're ready
Ravenclaw
for your
house.
first day at
Right here
Hogwarts?
is the door to
been
get
dreaming
in.
Well, you are here.
Very cool.
Especially as you'll be expected. Here you are.
Okay, now we're getting more and more here as we go. This is going to open up our map. So yeah, here's that door, guys. Now, I don't think I can
This way.
enter it right now because it wants me to
The
follow
guide
her.
will give you opportunities
So
to
maybe I can at
practice
least show
your
you what it looks
magic.
like from the back.
Educate yourself about
And we have to do
wizarding
something to
lore.
get in through there by... Oh. So Revelio, guys.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I
Wow.
was a student.
I should be having something pop up there, but it's not activating yet, which means... Okay, we'll come back to that. Field pages or whatever that we have to collect throughout the world, guys, get them and get them quick. So yeah, that's another reason I cast that Revelio constantly, is getting my hands on as many of these things as possible. And we're about to come across our first one, I think, right now. Reason being is
Revelio,
leveling.
you
Okay,
cast
there it is. That's what
Revelio
should have happened
and
upstairs. Now the bad thing is if you get too far away from an NPC that's involved in a quest you're involved with, the game will kind of start warning you, like leaving quest area or something like that. So this is one of those where you kind of got to stay close to her. It's just kind of showing you the mechanics of how you unlock new abilities and whatnot.
Clever, isn't it?
See, honestly, I don't want to do
Keep
that
your eyes
because
open for more
I don't want to have to
opportunities
start
like
this whole
that,
quest all over again from the
inside
beginning.
and outside of the castle.
So, yeah. Oh, good point, guys. Yeah, so Ravenclaw. I haven't found any spells unique to Ravenclaw that I
No
don't
time
get
to
with
waste.
my other
Your classes
houses.
to attend.
You know, maybe I missed something there, but I feel like I do rely on magic more as opposed to other means or attack type. But yeah, I definitely do a lot of wand work. Ancient magic especially is a huge I really like that ancient magic. Okay, so I'm kind of getting split focused here. So guys,
Revelio.
this is one of those puzzle things that I told you the game doesn't really explain what you're supposed to do here. It just kind of says open, and then nothing happens. You don't know what to do. So basically what we have to do here is all of these pictures that surround this door have numerical numbers. It starts with 0 down here at the owl I can't really point to it as my cursor. And then it goes up to the unicorn, that's number 1. And then the goat 2, the 3-headed whatever that is 3. I don't even know what that is 4. I call that thing the Stranger Things monster, that's 5. You got the gecko lizard, that's 6. I call that thing a Metroid because I don't know what else to call it, that's 7. The spider, of course, is self-explanatory, 8. And then number 9 is that funny looking tree horn deal. So what we have to do then is look at the puzzle up here. And again, if you apply those numerical values to the picture, the puzzle starts making sense. So this bottom triangle picture, that bottom circle is a 3-headed snake. That's up there. Its numerical value is 0, 1, 2, 3. So then that's basically a number 3 in that bottom part. Plus 13 makes that 16. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 5 more make 21. So that's how you know number 5 is where that double question mark goes. So what we have to do is put number 5, or its picture value, into the puzzle. So let's see here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's that Stranger Things monster. So what you have to do then is look around the room and find that double question mark thing. Uh-oh. And that is right there. I'm going to go to that Stranger Things monster, and there it is. Okay, so for the top picture puzzle, you have to do the exact same thing. Put the numerical value into the picture. In this case, that's the spider. That's number 8. 8 plus 1 is 9, which leaves 4 left over to make 13. And that is the 3-headed snake thing. Now, I'm not sure exactly. Okay, see, that's a little bit out of hurry, so I need to hurry up and get over there and get it done. Uh-oh, I must have... 3-headed snake, where you at? Uh-oh. Save me! Okay. I must have counted something wrong there. Stand by. Spider is 8. 9. 12, 13, yeah. Oops, I miscounted. Okay, it's not the 3-headed snake. I forgot to start with 0 down there on the owl. So it's that funny looking thing on a perch. I don't know what the heck it is. Okay, let me get back over there quickly and try to get that sorted out. Okay, it's that thing. So now once you've got both of those things where they need to be, go ahead and try to open, and that should open up to you. So guys, these things are all over the castle, and they all work exactly the same way. As long as you remember that numerical, order of things, you'll be good to go. And they mostly contain pretty good loot. So yeah, definitely want to start hitting those as you come across them.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use blue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle.
Yeah.
Open it up and find Central
That would
Hall.
be a thing that you wouldn't get in the others. Good point. Thank you for bringing that up, by the way. Okay, so yeah, we've got our blue flames in our map now. So again, guys, this is going to be kind of confusing, and it's going to take time to get used to. But remember, when you're dealing with a Hogwarts castle, it's very complex. There's all these different departments. So, in order to access each one, you kind of got to go to the left here, and that'll show you, highlight what you're doing. Which part of the castle you're actually looking at. So we're going over here. And again, if you zoom into each one, it'll take you to the blue flames. Now you have to discover them in order to activate the fast travel ability. So we're not there yet. We're still way back over here. Okay, it's letting me travel to that one. That one was already green lit.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These
Good to
stairs
know,
lead
Jules.
directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from
Yeah,
Central
kind of like
Hall.
Skyrim Dragon, . Yeah, Jules, that is a challenge on the Switch there with Skyrim. Now, luckily, you know, for me, I've just kind of learned the game because I didn't know any better or any other games. So that was my first game experience with that ability even possible. So, you know, I played Skyrim on the Switch, and that's just how I learned how to pretty much play all my video games. But yeah, if you learned, you know, the other way, it's hard.
Always
like,
something happening here.
you know, when
the
it's already
heart of the
muscle
hive,
memory,
our
it's
King's
like every
Cross
time you push a
station,
button, it's
so
the
to
wrong
speak.
button, and it seems like it never fixes itself.
That should be all for now. And I...
So yeah, definitely feel your pain there.
Thank you, Professor.
Okay, Draven, yeah, I feel you. I watched that
We did
preview
take
right
a
after I
bit of a
watched the
detour on
Metroid
the way
Prime
here.
4 preview.
Ended up exploring some ruins
And I'm like,
I shouldn't say more.
this is the new
Exploring
Zelda
ruins.
game? Like, I just kind of felt like it was going
Professor
backwards, you
Fig.
know?
Oh?
It
Yes.
feels like a 90s game to
I'm
me,
afraid I
not
can't
a
take all the credit there,
2020s
Professor.
game to me.
They've a rare
So yeah,
aptitude for magic, it seems.
probably not going to invest, you know, money
Well,
and
just
time
about
into that one,
perfectly
at
good.
least not initially.
I wouldn't say I chose.
Very
Metroid Prime
well.
is the priority.
Might I rely on you?
So,
course.
yeah, I don't know. Based on the preview, it just
Good
didn't
luck
look like
today.
my kind of game.
And remember to use your... And...
Okay, Jules, good to know. So yeah, I don't know, you know, maybe after I do Metroid Prime 4, you know, I might look into it. You know, Hyrule Warriors came out, that was not a real Zelda game either. It was its own thing, you know, I didn't really like it right away. But at some point when I got tired of other games, you know, I just kind of felt like, okay, you know, maybe now
It's good
I'll
to
pick
see
up
you,
that
Professor.
Hyrule
And you.
Warriors, and I did.
I was...
And I actually
Did
liked
hear
the
you
game. It was
and-
fun. It just wasn't a Zelda game. It was more
Yes,
just like
sir. But I didn't tell her anything
like an old
else
school
about
Konami game
I
or
will
something where you're just
say-
out to kill
Yes,
whatever
well,
you can,
Professor,
however many as you
we
can.
don't know where this path we've
a rack 'em,
embarked
stack 'em
upon will
robots.
lead. It may
type of game
require
is
a
the
bit
way I
more...
refer to those.
And...
Alright guys, I don't know why I talked to him. He did not have a quest. Yes, he did. Okay, so yeah, this is just kind of teaching you like how to navigate all this stuff. So, let's see here. Okay, I'm not sure which. I guess I'll do that one first. I think it's just a quickie.
The map is enchanted.
But yeah, we're going to be going after the classroom stuff, and the assignment stuff, because that's going to start unlocking our spells. So guys, getting back to, you know, getting powerful quickly in the game, that's part of it right there. So there's two things I'm going after first thing in the game. One is as many spells as I can get my hands on. Of course, the field guides and the other stuff that's going to be around, you know, but the other thing, I really want my broom, because once we get the power of flight, it's going to be a party. And I do have Luminos, so I can actually do this puzzle, and I'll show you guys these two. When you see these mirrors, so I think she's the
Hello.
one that actually teaches us
Oh,
how
hello.
to do these
I'm
puzzles.
Lenora. Everyone
And again, you know,
thinks
I'm
I'm utterly
terrible with
bomb.
having a bad habit of skipping dialogue,
If I have...
and then I get to a point in the game, I'm like, what am I supposed to
Potato.
do? This was one
Do
of
come
those
and
moments
find
for
me if
me.
you stumble on something in
So
the
anyway,
middle
just go ahead and
of
turn on your
That's
flashlight
must be a
there,
clue.
and that'll kind of tell
I should
you
look around in
where
case
they
it's
want you to
nearby.
go look. So what we have to do then is go around the castle, or it's usually pretty close, you know, to where these picture frames are. You normally don't have to go off too far, and you're going to look for a scene that looks like that. So I'm looking for stairs and a statue there. I just happen to kind of remember where this one is. But yeah, stairs
This
to
looks
the
like
left
the
there,
location from the
statue,
painting. What
and then
could
you
be
see
so
like there's this
special about it?
butterfly. And they're usually pretty inconspicuous, you know, they don't always stand out at you. So what I like to do is kind of get into the area I think it might be, and I just turn my
Lumos.
flashlight on right away and walk around. And then, you know, the mushroom,
Let's
or the
get you
mushroom,
back to your
the
frame,
moth
little
starts
moth.
getting excited, and that usually helps you to locate them. So you'll have to keep that flashlight turned on, and bring it back over to the picture, and then just simply cast with the right trigger,
I knew there was a
and that will
connection.
throw the
I should
butterfly
tell
to where he
Lenora that I
belongs.
solved
It
the
will give
puzzle
you
with that
a
empty frame.
page. Booyah. And you can see every time I'm doing something like this, I'm leveling. So that's another reason I like to make sure I get this stuff. Now that book that's flying around there, we can't get that yet. We don't have the spell, which is another reason, you know, we need to get our butts to class. And, you know, start getting these spells unlocked. Alright, so I'm just going to follow the trail here. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and clear this quest while we're at it. Also, guys, that's another kind of weird thing here about Hogwarts that takes some getting used to. It's not just about KOs and killing stuff. Actually, as you complete quests, you're also leveling. So that's kind of why you'll see me do this a little bit different than, say, Skyrim. In Skyrim, you know, I don't necessarily follow quests. In Zelda, I don't necessarily follow quests. I kind of have my own routes to do stuff. Here in Hogwarts, you gotta follow the quests if you want to get leveled. So yeah, you're gonna see more of that type of gameplay here moving forward as compared to other games that you've seen me play. Alright, so that quest is done. Kind of getting back to quests here, I do want to go to either one of those, honestly. Again, they're all going to give you different powers, but this one, Accio, that will enable you to pick up all these flying pages that you're going to come across all over the castle. So that's the one I usually like to focus on first, because right now we can't get these, which is, you know, a shame. Definitely want to unlock the ability to do that. Okay, so now if you're new to the game, I would just kind of get used to using that up arrow. Now you can also look at the mini-map and kind of navigate that way. And sometimes I find that's actually easier than, you know, constantly having to push up arrow and follow this little laser beam. Sometimes I'll just kind of lock my eyes onto the mini-map there and just navigate that way. I don't know, do it both ways, you know, see what feels more natural to you. Okay, here's another puzzle, but honestly, I'm just going to kind of stick to questing right now.
Revelio.
Start getting some of these spells unlocked. And guys, you're going to be in the castle a lot. You're going to be going through here, different floors, different areas. Questing will keep bringing you back to the same places over and over. And it starts getting real confusing because some areas are a little bit different, but they look the same. So, you know, that can throw you off a little bit too. Let's take a quick look around for a loot chest. I don't think there are any yet. We can get our hands on this yet. That's a locked door, I believe. Yep. Go ahead and get our quest going here. Yeah, Link Awakening vibe. That's a good way to put it.
Behind you. There is an open seat here. Thank you.
Alright. So they give you a little bit of wiggle room on these. You know, if you don't push the button exactly perfect, you usually make a mistake or two and still get through it. Guys, that doesn't affect anything. In case you're wondering, it doesn't hurt the spell, you know.
I see a lot of potential, but remember,
you just basically got to get through it in order to unlock the spell. Alright, and this will give you a little bit of practice. There's many stages to this game. What I like to do is release the ball on the color, and where in that color that I want the ball to land in the color before it. So say I want that ball to land right on the 5-0 in the blue area, I would release Accio on the 3-0 in the green area, and it usually rolls about one more full square or whatever forward after releasing Accio. Alright, so I'll go ahead and show you that here. So yeah, I'm going to release that right on the 30. Damn. Oops. Actually, maybe it's 2 squares? I might have boo-booed there. Maybe it's 2 squares. So I'll let go in the yellow there. Okay, yeah, it's 2 squares. My mistake. Been a while since I played this game, I guess. See, I'm letting go of that right in the yellow there. It keeps rolling past the green, and finally stops on the blue.
Very good. Well,
Okay, so you gotta do a little bit of competition. I mentioned there's many
you'll be the
stages to this
blues
game.
just as before.
So as
and
you
this or
progress
night,
through
you
the
are playing
game,
red.
you'll have more and
Clear?
more competitions to come
Yes,
back
sir.
to over here. And they get tougher and tougher. But it's just, you know, a quick, easy, fun little thing you can do to get some extra XP. Whenever you see it's available, I would just go ahead and detour and, you know, get through the game.
That is how it's done.
And of course you can hit the ball. So, you know, I could either just position my ball in a good spot on the blue, or I could try to knock her ball out of the way, but honestly, I'm in danger of pushing that ball
I know
into a
everyone is
higher
watching,
score for her, and I
But
don't
try
want to do
not to
that.
be nervous. You are doing quite well.
So what I like to do then is kind of get a ball that I think might be hard to get to, and that's the one I'll work on. And then again, I'm going to release that right in the yellow, so I get my blue score there.
That's
Pokemon Legends! Alright. My daughter really likes playing that. I'll watch her from time to time. Haven't gotten into it myself, but it definitely looks like a fun game. Okay, so this might be an opportunity to knock her ball out of the way. So I'm going to give that a quick try. I mean, worst case scenario, I just won't push it hard enough.
Not exactly your typical lesson, is it? Not that I mind.
Okay, I didn't push it hard enough. That's okay. My ball's still in there, so we win.
Watch this.
Okay, so actually I can, you know, not have to get it in the blue, and I still will win this match. But, you know, just for good measure, I'll put it in blue anyway. There it is.
a perfect score. Remarkable.
And it's not letting me skip here, bear with.
Let us make this a bit more interesting.
Okay, so now it's the same
I think we are
mechanic.
well past
You just gotta
interesting at
time
this
your
point.
you're
I'll
rolling
say.
with the
Enough
obstacles.
chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go. That is
So we're
how
starting
it's
out
done.
exactly the same way as the last go around. But same type of thing, guys. I'm gonna release right in the yellow there, and they'll trickle roll 2 more spaces forward. And she got a good roll there. So I'm gonna try to actually knock that thing off and give it a little more oomph. Ooh, I almost knocked my own off in the process.
You are
So
not
close.
making this easy for me, are you? Watch this.
Okay, so that gives me plenty of wiggle room now. But again, just for good measure, I'll try to put the ball in the blue. Oops, I give that one way too much. That's okay.
Don't lose
We
your
win.
composure. Very good, both of you. Well done.
Jules. And they're blue.
Class is dismissed. Gather
Common
your things on
problem
the
at my
way out.
age.
Good. Took me weeks.
Alright, so again, skipping stuff the best I can.
That's,
And that unlocks one of our very first superpowers.
well,
And this will be a key character in our gameplay here. You'll be dealing with her a lot for some main questing.
A word, if you would.
If you're so inclined.
you.
Alright, beautiful. Get some XP, get some leveling. There it is. We're almost level 3 already, guys, and we haven't even really done anything yet. So let's go ahead.
How's your first day coming along?
Now, notice when I cast Revelio, you hear like that chime? That ding? I don't know what else to call it, but that tells you that there's something nearby. A page, one of those field guide pages or whatever. So whenever you hear that sound, you know, it might be worth a minute to just kind of investigate, and you might see a book flying around. There might be something light up near a statue or something. But yeah, that Accio is exactly what you need to get the pages that are out of your
And by
reach.
the end of it, the Minister for
Here's
Magic
another
was
one of those
Albert
door
Boot.
puzzles.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes.
Solve it
I shall
exactly the
cheer for
same way. The
points,
unicorn,
says
that's
your
number
telling
1.
lies.
Telling
1 and
lies,
4 is
Peeves.
5, that
It
leaves
was
7 to
Albert
make
Boot.
12.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flat.
Number 7 is the Metroid.
Fight, it's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flat?
Stop it, Peeves, you'll get us
There's
in
the
trouble.
Metroid.
In trouble you will be, but you can't
Top
get
puzzle,
Peeves a
we've
fact.
got
She says it's a boot,
0
and
and
he says
3,
it's a
leftover
flat.
2
Enough.
for
You'll get us
5.
all detention.
So number 2 is the goat head.
And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus
There it
Gore.
is.
It wasn't Boots and it wasn't Flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Yes, Jules, it is, but I don't know. That was pretty mild there. I think we're okay. I hear worse on primetime TV, so like, yeah, I try not to, you know, F-bomb and all that stuff. You know, I try to keep it kid friendly. But you know, the jokes, they fly, so it's all good. Okay, guys, I still hear that chime, which means I must have missed a field page over here somewhere. I'm not seeing it, which means it might be on the other side of the wall or something, or maybe, you know, downstairs from me here. So I'm just going to go ahead and press. Now, I don't have any quests lit up. So again, prioritizing spells, I'm going to go right after this one next. And I'm going to see on the map if we can't get there just a little bit quicker by warping. Doesn't look like it. I don't have any flues open. Actually, I do have flues open. So that one over there might save a little bit of a walk. Good to know, Jules. Mr. A Game, huh? Is he a Zelda gamer? Just out of curiosity?
Revelio.
Alright, still here. And you're gonna hear these dings a lot. Just because there's so many of these field guide pages. Just all over the place. It's not coming to me where this one is, and I'm listening to right now. Alright, I'm not gonna go too crazy trying to find them. Again, just kind of, you know, trying to focus on that question here. Wait a minute. There's one right there. So yeah, anything that kind of looks out of the norm, you know, surprisingly, there's not one here with the, you know, automated instruments. Crazy. But this case might be suspect. Not necessarily that, but that would be a good thing to check.
Revelio.
I want to save this thing. We got one nearby.
I brought sweet
There's the dragon. Okay, I don't have all these memorized, so bear with me while I locate. Normally, if I don't find them, you know, super quick, I just assume it's behind a wall or something. So that's why I say I won't take a ton of time locating these. There's a chest over there. Now, this chest we cannot get until we get. This is, you know, one of those things the game doesn't really explain. At some point, we're going to get a spell that turns us invisible, and then you have to become invisible, you know, at a certain distance, and you can kind of sneak up to it and open it that way. So anything you see with an eyeball right now is going to be out of our reach. Alright, so getting back to quest markers. Get our butts into the next classroom. Dude, that thing is coming.
Levioso.
Good to know, Jules.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Is he a Zelda gamer, or like what kind of games does he play? I guess I'll just have to check his channel out, but I was just curious. Ooh, a duel. Now we're talking.
Let us begin with the basic
It'd be funny if he
cost.
played Fortnite, him and I could like play against each other. Okay, so basic cast here. So this is where we get a little bit more advanced in the game, guys. Notice the spells on my right hand corner there. They all have different colors.
Then the basic cost.
So
Remember,
there's going to be
a
different colored
surprised
shields that
opponent
coordinate
is a
to the
weak
different colored
opponent.
spells. There's
As
4
Master
colors.
Pruitt, so
So you know the yellow
Now,
spells will
the
break
basic
yellow
cost.
shields. The red spells will break red shields. Blue spells will break blue shields.
Potato.
And I don't remember the other colors, but just remember that. So if you see a shield pop up on an enemy, automatically to break that shield, use the same
now
color type of
the
spell.
basic cost.
Now there's other ways to break shields.
Well done.
Like I really like that ancient throw for breaking shields. It's quick, it's easy, you don't have to think about
Very
what color
good.
anything is.
But the
It breaks
best
all the
way to
colors.
practice is by dueling.
Same thing with ancient
We'll
magic,
start with you
it'll
two.
go right through shields.
Duelists, take your marks.
Not only that,
Time for a
Protego.
proper
So that's
Hogwarts
another reason I like to use that
I
offensively.
want a fair duel.
If you hold that
Not only
Protego
Levioso,
down to make it, you
basic
know,
cost, and
do a damage
Protego.
cast, that
You
also
may begin.
breaks through all shields, all colors. So to me, those other, you know, options are easier than,
This should be easy.
Potato.
so there it is right there. I didn't even have to worry about what color, I didn't have to cast the right color spell. It was automated, I did the Protego, and I broke the shield.
Nothing lucky about it.
Okay, so then, you know, I will cast,
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
I didn't do that right. I meant to Protego, get some damage in, and then levitate him, get some more damage in. So again, it always comes back to that Protego if
Not
you're
bad
an
for a
offensive
beginner.
spell. That's
You
kind of like
get
how
as good
I
as you
like to do
get.
my attack combos. I always start with Protego.
I put you on the spot, and you rose
Yeah, thanks,
to the
Draven.
challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Heckert. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication,
Okay, good to know,
we can
Jules.
expect
Everything
great
switched. Kind of what
I
I've been trying to do
demand
so far.
excellence.
So honestly, this is
A
the first
classroom
game
Understood,
that might
Professor.
bring in other
So,
console users.
again, well,
That was another reason I really wanted to do it on
all
Xbox.
right. That's enough spectacle for one day.
You know,
Class is
Skyrim was for other
dismissed.
consoles too. But, you know, so I guess in that respect it's the second game I will have done for, you know, alternate consoles. But what I'd really like to do is try playing at some point a game. But the problem is it's not on Switch yet,
Nice work.
anyway.
I enjoyed that.
Is,
I've dueled
Frontiers
enough.
of Pandora, I think it's
Consider
called.
yourself lucky I
Avatar
held back.
Frontiers of Pandora.
You know,
Beautiful game, fun to
you
play.
might.
I might do videos for it someday.
Exclusive and
You know, if they ever bring that to
Excellent.
Switch, I'll consider
If
it
you
more
want-
strongly.
whether
But
it's
right now,
joining
because
us,
it's specifically
you
not on
just have-
Switch,
thank you, Sven.
that's really
Good.
why I'm staying away
Perhaps
from that
somewhere.
game.
Look
for
for
the
Luke
time
and
being.
Brattleby near the clock tower. Till
Okay,
next
so
time.
guys, this is another key character, and he's going to have spells to unlock. So, just remember this kid, he kind of reminds me of one of the other games, kids from the movies, but one thing that I didn't like about the game as compared to the movies is in the movies, the Cruciatus curse, or, you know, the unforgivable curses, it was like a bad deal. Like, if you did those spells, you were a bad guy. In the video game, I'm sorry, but all the other spells are just as bad as the forbidden spells, so to me it's all same. The game, there's no penalty for using them. To me it just increases your toolkit for offensive spells. So my advice is get them, use them, play with them, have fun with them. If you really don't like using them, don't use them, you know, but at least unlock them, try them once. Like I said, it's a different mindset than it was in the movies. Okay guys, getting back to questing here. These both have to do with unlocking stuff, so I'll just go ahead and jump over here first. Get some unlocking done. And I should be able to find a good warp. Now, unfortunately, there's not a closer warp point, so we're going to be just hot-footing this one, unfortunately. Whoops. Wrong buttons, guys. Switch and Xbox, everything's backwards. Okay, now we're unlocking stuff as we go to, and I'm going to show you that here in a minute. Right now I don't want it to be too much information overload. But yeah, we're unlocking stuff as we go here, superpower type stuff. You know, every field page we collect, it's that much closer to the next. Okay, now there's some goodies out here, bear with me while I locate. There's a gobstone heading up there, but we can't get that yet, I guess. At some point there will be another statue. Now guys, I'm going to try to remember all the differences between Switch and Xbox. So if you're a Switch user, there's really going to be nothing here. It's going to be kind of like all walled in. Don't worry about that kind of stuff. If you're watching something in my game and you're playing on Switch and you're like, wait a minute, that's not my game. Honestly, they only do that to kind of save, you know, wear and tear on the load, the demand, you know, of the lighter weight computer system that is the Switch. So really, it's mostly just cosmetics when they do that. In other words, it's really not affecting the gameplay. Okay, so anytime you come across a statue that looks like that, use your Leviosa, I think that's called, and that'll activate that so you can get another field guide page.
Revelio.
And there should be more goodies out here. I think another page by the fountain, hopefully. Boom, baby. Okay, I don't hear the ding anymore, which means we pretty much got them. I already activated that, good to go. Oh yeah, you can pet the cats. I honestly haven't figured out what the point is to that yet. I don't claim to know everything about this game, so if there's some kind of a hidden unlockable for petting like 1,000 cats or something, I'd love to know that. I've just never come across anything that's unlocked, and I've petted a lot of cats in this game assuming something was going to happen.
What about the room, Professor?
It didn't.
I was thinking this. I trust your first classes went well.
They did. Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will
Okay,
meet you outside.
I thought so,
Now,
guys. Like I said, I didn't know maybe if there was something there I was missing. I just assumed it was just flavor of the game, you know.
Very
especially if
well.
you're a cat lover, it's cute.
Perhaps
Kind of made me
Sebastian
miss my
Sallow
own
or
cat,
Natsai
which I
Onai.
can't have anymore because of my allergies. Jules, actually I am.
I'd like to go with Natty.
I had a cat growing
She'll
up.
keep
I always had cats in the house for my own
Once you've finished,
kids.
Professor Ronan, no time to
And
wait.
then, I don't know, I turned 40-something, and all of a sudden I was deathly allergic to animals, so sadly I had to give up the awesome cat that I had at the time.
Revelio.
And it's funny, because every now and again I just kind of have that thought in the back of my mind, well, I wonder if I'm okay now. And then I'll go to a friend's house or something, and they'll have animals, and it's like within a few hours to a day or two, I'm like, yeah, never mind, we're not there yet, sadly. I'm hearing a ding in here, but I think it's behind locked doors. Not that one. No, it's right here.
Revelio.
The cool thing about wearing headphones when I'm playing this game is you get directional clues. It's like, you know, if you cast and that dinging is to your left, it'll really ding in your left ear. You can kind of turn that way. I found it to be somewhat helpful. Maybe not always in the castle, because sometimes it's above or below you. But hey, it's better than nothing.
I've always said that travel broadens
Yeah, I think
the
there's
mind.
a goodie I can get my hands on here early on.
Revelio.
No, no. That comes later. Stand by. Okay, maybe not.
Ah, there
so
you
here's the
are.
next part of our quest here.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Indeed I do. And an exceeding... Fixes... More as... I...
Yeah, Jules, I don't know what the deal was.
I'll stop.
Actually, the doctor, or a allergy doctor, told me that,
Professor,
sometimes,
why must...
you know, the body's just fine with something your whole life, and then one day, it just decides, I don't like that anymore, and it responds. So it's just one of those things, you know, it makes it fun.
This is the right area. I wonder where
Okay,
the
so
flying
now,
page
again,
is.
getting back to, you know, the game not being a problem. So if you're a Switch user, don't worry about this right now. Let's see here for Reparo. What I'm going to have to do, and I don't have that unlocked yet. That'll come later. So anyway, yeah, flying pages, you can still get this, you know, even if you're a Switch user. It'll just be not the way I'm doing it now.
Got it. Professor, why must I
They are meant...
Oh, I guess he wants more. Okay, so I'm going on a scavenger hunt. That's okay. Let's do it.
A flying page must
There
be
we
around
go.
here somewhere.
That was one of the ones
Brilliant!
you wanted to see, I believe. Return to Professor Ronan.
I trust the preliminary...
I can actually skip through this stuff quicker if I'm paying a little bit more
your
attention.
wand is a conduit of your magic.
Okay, now the buttons start changing, so pay attention to the button prompts there. Draven.
That's it. Very good.
Bottle
If you would
rockets
like
and
to
cats
practice
don't
mending
mix. Neither
something,
do hot
have a
air
go
balloons
with that
apparently,
broken
or
statue
balloons.
in the alcove
Helium
by the
balloons.
water. It allegedly
Yeah, cats don't
symbolized
like those.
heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Okay, it's not really doing anything right now. Prank a worker. That takes me back. Man, I was in one workshop where we just were all practical jokers, and you can imagine how interesting some of our work days were. It was just nuts. I think the best thing was we had like black telephones, and guys, this was like before cell phones were a thing. It's like the old kind of phones, you know, where you had the plastic handle, you had to hold it up to your head, you know, listen to it, talk into it. Anyway, they were all black. And our hats were black. So one day somebody gets the bright idea, he's gonna bring in like black kiwi shoe polish, like the hard stuff in the little can, you know? And he was gonna smear that all over the phone, the earpiece, and the mouthpiece. And then he was gonna smear it in people's hats if they left their hats laying around, like inside the brim. He got the wrong guy one day. It was the boss. He walks in, he went right to the phone, and he was like, sir, he was like, shh, this is important, I just need to make a quick phone call. So, guy goes over there, picks up the phone, he immediately notices something is off. He starts like touching his ears, looking at his hand, everything's just black all over the place. So he's already pissed, you know, just not a happy camper. Oh, and then by the way, one of the hats that was laying around was his. He looks around and he goes, I don't want to know who did it because I'm going to kill the person that did that. He puts his hat on right after he said that. And guys, there was so much kiwi wax in the brim of that hat. As soon as he put it on his head, a glob fell down right in front of his face. It could not have been planned better. nobody in the movie industry has ever thought to do that before. Like, this was insanely funny. Literally everybody just like exited that office through different doors because we were all laughing. Like I said, it could not have been planned any better. You can't make that stuff up. That's pretty wild. Anyway, getting back to our game here. I am now back in that main room. There's actually a couple of pages in here.
Oh, everybody knows you're in the meeting.
Yeah, it's a good question, Jules. How do you be an adult? I mean, I still like whoopee cushions, and I'm almost 50, so it's whatever.
Tiny's chomping.
It's a relief
I don't want to
finally
grow
have
up.
an
I'm
answer
a
as to
Toys R
why
Us
that
kid.
portrait was empty.
Okay, there's another door puzzle here right below me, I believe. Yes. Let's go ahead and get that bad boy since we're here. And again, I need to pay attention to my inventory. I don't want to overdo it. Oops. Okay, to the gear menu. So go to inventory. That's all other stuff. So yeah, gear. There should be a readout somewhere that tells me like a number of. Maybe you have to open each. Okay, yeah. So 8 of 20. That's what I was looking for. So pay attention to that. So right now I've got some wiggle room. You know, I've got 12 to go. I don't know how to do math apparently. So you know, I'm about halfway there. I'm getting close. So that's important because again, I don't want to start collecting a bunch of chest loot before I get to Hogsmeade, where I can actually start selling this stuff off for some gold. Okay, so lower picture, we got the Stranger Things monster and the funny tree horn. Tree horn is 9. Stranger Things monster is 3. That's 12. 5 more makes 17. 5 is the Stranger Things monster. And then the top puzzle is going to be the goat head, which is number 2. Plus 11 is 13. Which leaves, what, 8 to make 21? Which is the spider. There it is. Uh-oh. I do this a lot. I miscount something. Standby must have. Okay, we got his 2. 13. Yeah, that's 8. So that should be right. We do the bottom one again. The tree horn is 9. Monster is 5. And 5 is 14. Oh, that's a difference of 3. Wow. Yeah, me and my mental math. Terrible. So 0, 1, 2, 3 is the 3-headed dragon thing. You guys probably caught that right away. And then when I'm splitting my focus and I'm really not paying attention, yeah, this gets even worse. Noise. Alright, this is part of a puzzle, but that comes later. Right now I'm just going to kind of get back to the question mark. Right now there should be another free lootable here we can get real quick.
Revelia.
But surely
Yeah,
those were
this isn't that spot.
Sebastian took that dueling loss rather gamely.
Right now I'm just going to kind of follow my question marker.
Last week,
Oh, very cool thing here.
It's
I'm not
a
going to
relief
actually
to
activate
finally
that,
have
but
an
yeah, use
answer
that
as to why
fountain.
that portrait was empty.
That's a nice little Easter egg. This is the hidden
Revelio.
loot room. Yes, it is. The owl. Real easy to just to get through there. And to get out, you need to exit. My friend was a police officer. April Fools. Oh, no way! Wow, that is an amazing April Fool's joke. I bet he loved you for that one. I love it. Thanks for sharing that. You just made my night. And gave me ideas. Win-win.
Revelio.
Another really funny prank I experienced, and I wasn't the mastermind behind this one, but wow, it made me laugh for days. We had bucket seat type office chairs, like it was all one solid piece, you know, curved back and everything, and it had like a padding layer in it, so like probably a good 3 or 4 inch cushion. Well, you could imagine it would be absorbent to water. So anyway, one of our coworkers gets pranked, and it had to do with water. I think it was like a wet seat cushion or something in a vehicle. So, you know, he comes in and his butt has that little wet spot around it, like it was just sweaty. Just really funny. So anyway, he remembered that. He remembered that well. And to get even, he goes to the instigator's office chair, which is one of these, you know, padded bucket seats.
Hello, looking for
And, wouldn't you know it? He
Natty,
drenched
I hope
that
I haven't
thing.
kept you waiting long.
I mean, rolling
at
this
all.
office chair
Professor
back
Weasley
into
tells
the
me that
office
you need
after
to go to
drenching it with the
Hogsmeade.
garden hose, you could
You
tell
must be eager to
it
have
was
your own things
retaining
again.
water,
And
guys.
to see the village.
Like
I've been
an
looking forward to
ocean's
it.
worth of
Good.
water.
Shall
So
we sit
anyway,
down?
it takes like 2 people to
I
get the
intend
chair
to
back
give you
into
a
position, you know.
first-rate Hogsmeade experience.
And sure enough, here comes Joe Schmo walking in with his little Slim Jim. And he's like, "What's going on today, guys?" He was in a great mood, and he doesn't just sit down. He like gets a little bit of airtime and he plops down because he's just that happy. And the moment he did, and his body made contact with the chair, it was like tidal waves shot out both of his sides from the backing of that chair, and it was just comedy. And all he could do was just sit there with that pissed off look on his face because he knew who got even with him. And it was just comedy.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to accompany you.
Really?
Ah, memories.
Yes,
I had planned to extend an invitation to you myself. I thought you might enjoy a butterbeer in the village. The timing of Professor Weasley's owl was
Yeah,
perfect.
Draven, luckily you still have a job indeed. Sounds like he's a good guy, you know.
I cannot tell you how nice it is to breathe fresh air after being cooped up in ancient ruins. Grave mistake to take it as an elective class, believe me.
I believe you.
I think there's some
Though I suppose you would not
random
really call
stuff
it
along the
elective
way. But
when your
again,
mother
getting
was
back
the
to
one
what I
who
said, you know, earlier on in the
elected let you
video
take it.
here, try not to get too far away from her. You know, the game will open up here in a bit, guys. It'll,
Hogsmeade is beautiful this time of year.
you know, let you just kind of
Everyone
freely
will tell
roam,
you to visit at
explore. And
Christmas.
that's when you might want
But
to
that's one
kind
of
of
the few
save some of
times of
this.
year I would
If I can
rather
find
be
stuff right
indoors.
along the road here, I'll grab
Not
it
much
quick.
for the cold,
but
are you?
Oh, I do not mind the cold so much.
I do remember kind of
It
getting a
has
little bit
taken
too
some
far
getting
away
used
from her
to.
too, so
I did not
okay.
grow up around snow.
Yeah, for example, these flowers are probably pretty safe to pick quickly.
Oh, wait, over here. I often spot lacewing flies in this area.
Yeah, like
what's so special
Revelio will
about
really like this stuff
They
up
are
here. It'll show you what you
interesting to
can
look
do,
at,
what you can't.
But if you stew them, you can also use them in potion making.
Revelio.
Not only that, it shows you stuff through builds, or walls, or floors, or grounds, or anything like that. Really nice feature to have. It gets a little bit confusing in the castle, you know, because you might be looking at a chest right on the other side of the wall, but you have no idea how to get into that
I heard
room.
rumors that hippogriffs had been
But out
spotted
here in the
nearby.
open world, it's a little bit more user-friendly. So yeah, just, you know, just like the Zelda games, guys, best advice, collect everything the game will give you.
Revelio.
The ingredient stuff, you don't have to worry about, you know, over-consuming or picking.
Absolutely.
It's the clothing stuff that has the hard limit on it. Same thing with, like,
Sugarfoot.
grenade type stuff, like those plants you can throw out. And these guys, go ahead and start busting those up now. If you really enjoy the building aspect in this game, the Room of Requirement, you're going to need a lot of that stuff. So yeah, anytime you see Moonstone, just, you know, it's auto-collected, you don't have to go collect it. As soon as you break it, it'll automatically make its way
That's
to your
the forbidden
inventory
forest
there.
on the left. It's off limits to students, as the name implies.
Yeah, I think that just activated.
Why is it off limits?
Yes.
The professors claim it is too dangerous. I think that calling it forbidden.
Okay, for
only
now I'm
makes
just
it
going to
more
kind of get
alluring.
myself back on track here.
Ah,
Just kind of
there's
get quest line
Hogsmeade over the
progressed.
crest. Past that ruin.
Can you do broom soccer? Oh! Yeah, what is that called? Hold on.
I would
Quidditch?
spend all of my
Quidditch.
time exploring if I could.
I
Guess I'm
confess
letting
I
my
was
geek
surprised when
fly a
Professor
little bit there,
Weasley
and that's
mentioned that you
okay.
knew the area, since you're relatively new here.
My excuse is I had
She said
kids
that?
and I had to watch Harry Potter movies. Like, it wasn't
She
an
knows
option.
more about me than I had thought.
But the truth
I will
is,
say, while I certainly learned
I
a
used to
great
binge
deal
watch
in
them because I
class,
liked them.
much can be gleaned outside of the castle walls.
I kind of like movies and TV shows where there's kid heroes. I don't know, just maybe it brings me back to my own childhood or something, you know, back to the days of the Goonies, that kind of stuff.
How are you settling in? I remember the weeks that followed my arrival feeling quite strange. Everything was
So,
new and
yeah, in this
unfamiliar.
game, I don't really remember
getting used
playing
to things.
Quidditch.
What
Not
about you? Do you finally feel settled?
like actual
I still
Quidditch
miss
is
my
played.
homeland. But it is beautiful here
But there
too.
is a lot of like
And getting
flying
out of the
type
castle and
challenge stuff.
exploring helped me to adjust quite a bit. Hogwarts
God, I
has
can't
become
remember.
something
Was
of a
there a
home now,
Quidditch
I would
match?
say. Hopefully it will for you too.
I kind of feel like I remember there being
Mr.
one.
Moon!
Maybe like a limited
Looks a bit worse for wear.
version.
Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new fifth?
Mr. Moon. Yeah, so this is another key character,
you might wanna
guys.
turn
This
back,
unlocks
Mr.
our ability to
Knight.
lockpick.
Turn and
And that's another
run.
really confusing
Is
freaking
everything
mechanic in
alright,
this
sir?
game, something the game really
Oh,
doesn't
look
explain
right
to you what
at
you're
me.
supposed to do.
Eyes big as saucers.
Even when I Googled it, I still couldn't figure it
What
out.
did Mr. Moon?
I tried like a video,
Jimmy,
couldn't figure it out because the guy didn't explain what he was doing. I kept trying to like match the turning things, like a little sliver or a dot that would have been on that picture. I tried to match that with different pictures on the lock itself.
Mr.
I was
Moon.
just all sorts of
A
twisted.
Debbie, guys.
And then finally, I don't know, I went to bed and woke up one day and then it clicked in my mind. I was like, oh, maybe this is it. I wasn't sure enough.
Nearly there. There is much to see outside of the castle walls, not just Hogsmeade. I am happy to explore whenever you'd like. Rumors being what they are about goblins and such, it might be nice to have a friend with you.
Okay, so we should be coming
keep
into
that in mind,
Hogsmeade, guys, and there's
Thank
a
you.
lot of pages here in Hogsmeade. So yeah, everything's gonna be digging just all over the place. Starting right here at the bridge. But yeah, you get stuff unlocked, you know, for getting these pages. And different pages in different areas unlock different things. So yeah, just, you know, again, make it a habit, Revelio, every chance you get.
And here we are. It is hard to know where to start.
And I might have to hold off here until I
The
get
Three
through the
Broomsticks
quest part
is
of this.
the
I don't
place
want to
for
lose her.
butterbeer. And you
Have to
can
start
get
all over.
any
That's super
sweet you can
frustrating.
imagine at Honeydukes. I could not choose a favorite shop here. It
And
changes
guys, I
with
might have to
every
take a
visit.
brief intermission
I
to
can
use
tell
the
you that you are
facilities.
certain to find everything you need in Hogsmeade.
Yeah, now's probably as good a time as any. So I will leave you to enjoy the sights of Hogsmeade.
Professor Weasley said that you need to
And
get potion
listen
recipes,
to the awesome music,
spellcrafts,
and I will
some
be
seeds,
right back.
and...
A new wand.
Of course! You will enjoy Mr. Ollivander, and I am keen to see what you will do with a wand of your own. You should be able to collect everything you need and still have time to explore a little as well. Experience Hogsmeade at your own pace. We can meet up in the town circle when you are finished. Enjoy yourself. I will see you soon.
Oh, nuts, we got stuck on a screen that I couldn't advance. Guess we can just kind of teaching a little bit more on the game mechanics side there. Alright, now I'm going to do a little bit more random exploring. But guys, this is where we open up our vendors. So all these locations it's kind of telling us to go to right now, that's what I want to go do. So pretty much all the major sites are going to have some kind of an icon there, and you can highlight them, you know, to get a marker that'll lead you over there. For right now, I'll just go to the very first one here, which is right in front of me. And a lot of these buildings too have loot inside. You can see just, it's really lighting up there. Yeah, pages are inside too. And sometimes you'll see several pages and they're close together, so if you get one, don't assume you've already got them all. In fact, I think there's one like right here. I missed.
Revelio. Pardon me, sir.
Okay, just like any Zelda game or most questing style games, you're going to be asked to grab things from certain NPCs and take things to certain NPCs. So right now we can actually get a couple of things for free. Supplies, go ahead and purchase that. You're going to see it says 0 there. In the little readout of what I'm highlighting, the thing that pops up in the middle of the screen there, it says cost, the little green number 0 there by the little gold icon. Hope that made sense.
If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Okay, so now you see these are 1,500, you know, 500,000, yeah, so way above our pay grade. So if you want to sell, right bumper over. So now before I actually sell anything, I'm going to show you guys the menu. So now we've been collecting, you know, just random stuff. Let's go ahead and open our inventory, get to our gear, and I keep pushing the wrong button. I can get to a lot quicker if I can just cursor. So yeah, what we're going to do is start equipping uniform items. Now the reason I want to start equipping these is even if they don't have anything, like no armor or anything, is because I want something on there. Actually, that's not increasing anything. So hopefully I can find you an example here of what I'm talking about. Okay, so these aren't increasing my defense or offense. Those are the stats in the upper right part of my screen. So these are just dummy clothing that I can sell, and I'm not losing anything. So here, look what happens. My offense just went up 4. So just keep an eye out for that. You know, if you've got, say, several shirts or whatever that I'm in right now, the neckwear, look for the one that has the best rating, or a couple that have good ratings, and then sell all the other junk. That's how I make my money in this game. It's just habit, you know. I start scooping up inventory when I'm out on a quest. You know, it's just habit. I go right back to a vendor, you know, sell what I can, keep my inventory cleared out, so I can collect more stuff so I can sell more stuff. The better you get on this, guys, the better it's going to be for crafting stuff for our suits. We're going to be getting really, really good, like, superpowers on our suits, our clothing pieces. But you're going to have gold, because we're going to be going out and buying the rare stuff from 3 different vendors, or maybe it's even 4, so that we can get that done much earlier on in the game than we'd otherwise be able to. But we're going to need the gold to back that up. So yeah, might as well start now, folks. That was kind of a long spiel there, but I felt like that was definitely one of the important topic type things that we need to cover. Gold, gold, gold. So let's go ahead and equip what I can. So now I'm going to equip a lower grade deal. So watch what happens when I say equip that. I'm at 2 defense. If I arrow over, that's the same, nothing changes. But then I over arrow one more, it says 5 up arrow. That means I'm getting an increase. I automatically just look for that so I know what to click on. Now I can literally sell everything else here in my inventory. So what I'm going to do is unequip this stuff now so I can sell it. And the reason I like to equip what I want to keep is because this way you don't have to worry about accidentally selling it. I've done that plenty. I sell something I wanted to hold on to because it wasn't equipped, and I just wasn't paying attention. So now once you equip the stuff you want to keep, now I'll right bumper over, or R I think is what that is on the Switch. Now all this stuff here is the stuff that I do not have equipped. It's all safe to sell. Bada bing, bada bang, bada bing, bada bang. And look at my gold just going up. See, again, this is just habit, you know, get in the habit now. And you'll find that your cash flow really won't be an issue.
Revelio.
Now, I don't know if I can get back here. Yes, I can. Noise. I just got another clothing item. Kind of running through that one more time. Doggone it, on buttons. Okay, I guess I can do it this way too. Nice. And that's already significantly, well, not significantly, but it's still an increase, and then I can sell off the green thing if I really wanted. But just to save time, you know, I'll go back to a vendor when I've got a few things that I do need to sell. For right now, I've got a good clear inventory.
Revelio.
I hear another ding. That's upstairs though. Which I can't get to yet. At some point you can activate something in here and there's like a hidden staircase that gets revealed and you can get up there. I don't think I can do that yet. Okay, yeah, I'll come back to that. Ooh, I got some comments to catch up on here. Goblet of Fire, yeah, that was cool. I liked the Prisoner of Azkaban too. I don't know, it was like Harry Potter was really starting to, you know, turn into the hero role with that whole Expecto Patronum, whatever. Yeah. Jules. What they don't know won't hurt them. I'm telling my daughter about that too, by the way, because she's a huge Harry Potter fan. Actually, my friend who can't stand Harry Potter, best friend from high school, he calls it Harry Plopper. I'm like, yeah, I hate your guts. Return of the Fist. Alright, what am I even doing anymore? Ooh, stores, vendors, yes, let's do this. So I'm gonna be looking around for pages. And sometimes these things are flying around. So, you know, you might reveal and there's nothing there. And then, you know, a few seconds go by, you might reveal again, and all of a sudden there's a book flying by. Okay, notice all the padlocks, guys. That's where that Mr. Moon, or Professor Moon, is going to come into play, but we're not quite there yet. That'll come later.
Revelio.
This one there's a flying page around here somewhere, but I'm not seeing it. Get your flue flame. Okay, one of the places we... Oh, there we go. Can't remember if I can get this chest yet, and I cannot.
Revelio.
There's lots of goodies Roman dogs here. Take a quick detour for that. This one I saw another chest light up.
Revelio.
Yeah, this one's inside the building. Here's one of those moons, by the way. So again, we can't quite get that in our game, but notice that. And they only light up at night. So keep that in mind too. When the time comes, that'll be big, because you'll be looking for these things during the day, and you just won't be able to reveal them.
Revelio.
And all the stuff I'm unlocking, I'm going to show you guys how to actually go in there and unlock it. It doesn't unlock it automatically. And since I just did one, that was a great time to show you all that. So challenges, go down to that. And if there's something to unlock, it'll show up, you know, with that little yellow circle there. So there, these are what we're working on, and the ones that are filled in are the ones that we can unlock. So now it's actually applying, you know, whatever it is. So yeah, I just kind of, you know, keep in mind to go in here periodically to just unlock whatever there is to unlock. And that way you're kind of keeping your character refreshed with the latest and greatest. I kind of wish they just unlocked automatically when you got what the required whatevers. This is not the way it works. I'm kind of getting off track here. I want to go back and, you know, visit these vendors we're supposed to be getting. One of them's right across the bridge here. I'll do map overviews to you here as we go. So right now I'm crossing this bridge down here, and this is where we're heading. The Magic Neep. There's also pages up here somewhere, I think. Just over there, which we can't get yet. It's got the eyeball. And some of these pages are going to be airborne.
Revelio.
You know, this vendor is an outdoor vendor.
Pardon me, sir.
And again, we're here to collect some free stuff, so go ahead and get that out of the way.
Do have a look around.
Okay, don't worry about buying these right now,
ingredients
that'll
to
come
pique
later.
your interest, I'd
I mean,
wager.
maybe mallow sweet, but yeah, again, we're low on cash right now. Let's just go ahead and hold off for the time being. Mallow sweet. So if you're a Zelda player, you know Hogsmeade very well. So in this game, there's kind of a similar mechanic. You have to go around and collect Merlin puzzles. And the more you collect, the more inventory you unlock. So just think of the Merlin puzzles like Korok seeds in order to access those using the Mallow Sweet. So keep it in mind, you're going to need it, but it's not super urgent right now. Okay, just grabbing some more free goods here along the way. And since we're in town, I don't mind collecting extra stuff, you know, for selling purposes. Just because we're going around collecting stuff from vendors anyway. Doggone, can't get in. Yep. I thought there was a page up here. I have not seen it. I guess I can't go in there yet.
Revelio.
Yeah, we're scooping them up. Now, I did one playthrough where I actually collected all of these pretty quick in the game. I was like, wow, I actually found them all. And then I've never been able to do it since. So, yeah. We'll see what happens this playthrough.
Lumos.
Ooh, I just got a freaking gold. Yeah, you know what, I'm gonna take a minute and equip that bad boy. That is a nice freaking find this early in the game. Oh, I can't even wear it yet. So I need to be level 7 for that, which I'm not far off. So I'm gonna hold on to that, and we're gonna put that on the moment I turn level 7. Alright. So this looks like it's outside somewhere. Got some trees, got some rocks. Oh, there it is.
Lumos.
One of the easier ones there's been to find for me. Skinamax. Yep, I am familiar. Good old Skinamax. Yeah, the Mellow Suite, I know we need it, but I know that also, you know, you need a lot of spells unlocked to even attempt certain puzzles out there, so I was finding I was getting into this part where I get stuck. You know, I wouldn't be able to complete certain puzzles if I didn't have the magic unlocked. But I already used my Mallow Suite, so it was already too late. You know, just because I wasn't paying attention or whatever. So at some point I'm going to make my way over to that quest where you get the Mallow Suite for free, the 5. And by then I'm usually better on gold, too, so then I'll really start buying this stuff up. Because by then I've got the spells unlocked that you need to actually do the Merlin puzzles. So I'll get there for sure.
Revelio.
I think this is another vendor. More goodies. I can't open that yet. Ooh, purple glasses.
Hello. And what do you have?
Okay, they don't have any other stuff, but yeah, we're gonna be planting this stuff again, you know, not super urgent right now. But yeah, remember this vendor. This is gonna be a key vendor for when we start doing that crafting, getting your own stuff grown.
Lumos.
Okay, remember this one being up. I think this one's like all the way up there, like above the house or something. No, that isn't right. Maybe? Oh yeah, okay, that was it.
Revelio.
Alright, just kind of gonna finish my round throughout the town here. We're not gonna be able to collect every page right now.
Revelio.
But I'm gonna get close. Some of the pages are gonna be unlocked buildings as well. Make sure I'm not missing a chest on this bridge. Some of the eyeball chests. There's a lot of eyeball chests here.
Revelio.
I remember getting stuck in this river before. I try not to let that happen. There we go. That worked out.
Revelio.
Lots of looting.
Lumos.
This one should be nearby. Right there, nice and more further to the right. We are getting it done. Almost up to the next one already. 3 more.
Revelio.
Yeah, stuff like that, definitely grab it.
Revelio.
And now we're gonna get back into the town, coming back in from the other direction. Because we got a troll fight coming up at some point. I don't remember how early that is, but that's when they introduce you to the ancient magic. And wow, if you haven't played this game before, you're in for a treat. Like, I didn't do any research on this game when I first played it, I just kind of jumped right in. And when I got to that part with the troll, yeah, I think that's when I was really sold on knowing for sure I'd be playing this game. Okay, I hear it. Okay.
Revelio.
There we go.
Revelio. Accio.
Oh, that's a bird, I guess.
Revelio.
Lots of goodies. I can't tell if that's in the building or not. Okay, we can't get in here, but this is going to be another key location, folks, so keep that in mind also. That will open up to us here is fine. I don't think we can get in there.
Revelio.
Pretty sure that page is inside that cage, so we'll see how that'll come later.
I told you not to go down that path.
Miss Peck from Brood and Peck said a customer lost a deal.
I do believe this is another one of our vendors here.
Revelio.
don't think we talked to this guy yet. I think this comes after we do the troll fight. I'm going to talk to him anyway, just to be sure. Oh, can't talk to him.
Revelio.
Well, that answered that question pretty quick. There's a flying book out there. I knew it. Alright guys, let's get back to our task at hand for right now. I think I've gotten pretty good looting done. I want to get back to our map so we can just get these vendors knocked out. Now I can't remember which ones we needed. No, I don't want to abandon. What am I doing? Weapons, potions, and oleum. So yeah, the wand shop and the potion shop. Got it. There's the wand shop. There's the potion shop. Potion shop first. So if you guys, have followed me here from other games, you know all about Shiny Rock Syndrome. So yeah, this is one of those games.
Revelio.
Where'd that book just go? I literally just saw it. Or was that an owl again?
Revelio.
Speaking of shiny rocks, they are literally everywhere. I think there might even be one in this building here, and that's what I hear. Oh no, it's the butterbeer. Kind of cool they brought the butterbeer into the game.
Revelio.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Ooh, we're getting all sorts of good stuff.
Pot.
Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come
I
back another time
don't
if you're
really
in a rush
use
today.
The potions in this game. Maybe on a rare occasion you'll see me drink one. There's a couple of quests I think that require it. But honestly, I can never remember to drink the thing, so I just always brew and then never use them. But yeah, I mean, if I can do a better job of that this playthrough, I'd like to demonstrate some of those. Okay, just delete, that's the one shop. So I'd really like to get us through the troll fight tonight if I can.
I'll be right with.
But honestly, now I can't remember if there's like some more to-dos between now and then.
What do you think? Now, how did that feel?
Good.
Protego.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Natty.
Outside? Oh, outside. Okay, so yeah, I think this is the troll fight. So guys, this is again where they introduce us to ancient magic. So I'll try to walk you through this, you know, talk through it. If you're new to the game, it's gonna feel maybe a bit overwhelming because, you know,
I
the
see
game
what you
kind of
meant
throws a
about
lot
not
at
being
you
able to pick
earlier
a
on
favorite
here.
shop.
We should walk around a bit more. Perhaps today is the
So
day
this
I
is kind of getting
finally
back to
pick
what I was
one.
saying. It's one of 4 offensive type things. Alright, so just follow the game prompts here. And what we're going to do is just start going at it. Remember, that Protego, it only works if you have yellow. So see, I just got rolled there because it was red. So I just kind of wanted to demonstrate that. So right now you're going to be relying on evade. Because every time you get Protego opportunity, it's going to be redded out and you won't be able to actually use it defensively. So yeah, it's just going to be kind of like wand work for now. Wand work, and every time you see the red thing, just remember evade.
Keep at it! We have to wear him down!
Now you can try other spells, but you're gonna see no effect. So yeah, just again. Oh yeah, ancient throw, guys. So notice that button prompt that's showing up on just random objects. Love it. It's one of my favorite attacks. It's done it before. So I actually haven't done the ancient magic attack yet. I'm just doing the ancient throw. But again, it just picks up any random object laying around. You can do this all day. There's no cooldown for it. I mean, what limits you is how many objects are laying around that you can actually pick up an ancient throw. So we're just going to keep going at the troll here, nickel and diamond them. Looks like I just had another object there, but I missed.
Look! He's faltering!
There's another item. Just showed up.
We need to make sure he
And also,
stays that way!
the thing I like about the magic throw, or ancient throw, is it stuns the enemy and it breaks shields. So, just a real nice thing to have. Not only does the perk will come around later, to where when you disarm the enemy, you can actually ancient throw the weapon he drops. So, you know, even if you don't have objects to ancient throw, you can still, you know, create your own at some point. So guys, there's the ancient magic. And now we have all 4 offensive attack modes at our disposal.
Goodness.
This is when the game really starts opening up for combat.
Did you two take on a fully
The
grown
more you
troll?
do it, the better you get at it. And guys, the combat
I
it's
suppose
different.
so.
You know, it's unique.
It's all a bit of a blur,
But
to be
I
honest.
find that it's
Merlin's
exhilarating.
beard.
It's fun.
Are you all right?
We
and
are, and we were glad
honestly,
to
the game kind of makes you feel like you're a superhero, like you're a real badass. I don't know if that's cursing or not, but like it just makes you feel it. So yeah, just it's exhilarating, it's fun,
A moment if you would.
and
I see what he wants.
it's just an awesome game all the way around, combat included. Okay, so right now the game just kind of wants to go around and repair everything. Everything highlighted in yellow here. Go ahead and repair it. Oh, guess you gotta be a little closer than that.
Revelio. Reparo.
Everything should highlight blue. That should help you to focus on.
Lucky they didn't do more damage. Revelio. Reparo.
I honestly don't know, Jules. I think
Revelio.
default.
Reparo.
I set this profile up months ago when I first did my introduction video for the video game. And then I replayed the first part through, you know,
One
set
less
the
thing
character
for
up the
Officer
right
Singer
way.
to worry about.
And then just kind of left it there for when I'd actually start, you know, getting on and doing the recordings. So yeah, that option would have been picked way back then, but I'm pretty sure it was just whatever default was. Okay, speak to the shopkeeper. So yeah, that's all the stuff that needed repaired, and you see my mini-map there. It's directing me back into that store. I think he'll give us some free uniform stuff.
We were just talking about you.
Hello, sir.
Okay guys, so yeah, I kind of met my goal for the night. I've been on here for a couple hours. I do need to go ahead and call it. I don't know how often I'm going to be doing Hogwarts videos. You know, maybe 1 or 2 a week, and you know, there's not going to be any kind of schedule for this. It'll be kind of in the background, so you know, it'll be a once in a while kind of deal. Like I said, maybe 1 or 2 a week and just randomly. So it'll just be on the fly when I feel like I can squeeze it in, or you know,
what an extraordinary introduction to
honestly,
Hogsmeade.
Tears of the Kingdom has
I would
got
say
to
that
be the
we,
priority.
and
It's
you
got to
in
get
particular,
done.
have
Not
earned
only
at
that, I'm
least
also
one
doing a legal
butterbeer.
Fortnite challenge right now.
Shall we
that
head to the
ends
3
in 3
broomsticks?
Sounds like
so
a
those
good
will
idea.
kind of be the priorities.
Wonderful.
You
Just
know,
down
after
this
the
way
Lego
then.
stuff, that'll slow down. I might be able to squeeze some more Hogwarts stuff in.
items.
The thing I like about doing it
Should
live
you
is I can just sit down and play the game. I don't have to edit. I don't have to record it. I don't have to upload. It's all pretty much automated. So guys, before I actually, you know, turn out for the night, I will go ahead and just run you guys through the gear thing one more time, because this is just so important to keep checking your gear. Because notice, I'm 16 defense, 16 offense, guys. The health is 350. You need to keep going up. You know, the more stuff that you can keep equipping to keep bumping these stats, the better. This way you're always just ready for the next fight. Oh, that goes down. I want to go up. And, you know, you're already as combat capable as you can possibly be. So notice, just in this little bit of time I've been playing, running around Hogsmeade here, we've already accelerated our stats pretty good here. Make sure nothing else is higher, doesn't look like. See, all that other stuff can be sold now. Get the gold, clear the inventory so we can scoop up more stuff. Okay, 1680 gold. So usually around 2,000-3,000 is when we'll start buying up some Mallow Sweet. But again, that usually comes after I already do the whole quest where you get a few of them for free.
Revelio.
I still hear a theme in here, I'm not sure what that is. Maybe out back.
Dearie me, you are a hospital, aren't you?
That's right. And one more thing I want to do before I get off of here. See what can be unlocked, if anything. Looks like I got some stuff there. Boom, baby. Yeah, we made real good progress tonight. So yeah, those Merlin puzzles, guys, get our inventory going. I really want to get the broomstick, because once we unlock the power of flight, it really just opens the game up. It's a big map, there's a lot to explore.
Revelio.
Not only that, I like searching on the broomstick, because it shows you caves, it shows you, you know, hot spots, there's lots and lots of stuff.
Assuming it is not too busy, you might even meet the
So folks, I really appreciate you checking out the game here. If you're new to the Hogwarts Legacy game, you know, I hope it intrigues you a little bit.
Good one to know.
If you're really a diehard Zelda fan and you're not sure, you know, based on what you're seeing, I gotta be honest with you, I watched some preview videos and I didn't buy it. I didn't have an interest in it. I was like, you know, it just doesn't look like it's
a treat to see you, Lord God.
But I talked to some other Zelda
I think
folks
that now
that
might
had
be a
played
good
it and
time
said,
to
you know what,
to
it
the
doesn't
castle.
look like it, but it actually has a Zelda feel to it, so just give it a try and see what you think. So yeah, the very first day Hogwarts went on sale, I just went ahead and spent the 20 bucks or whatever it was, 30 bucks. And yeah, like I said, as soon as I got through that troll fight, I was like, oh yeah, I'm playing this game. Oh, that's outdoors. Look at me getting shiny rocked. Doesn't take much, does it?
Revelio.
Just takes one page, apparently, shiny rock me. Yeah, I don't want to cut video just yet.
I'm certainly glad Sirona was there. I want to understand. Professor Weasley was...
Okay, that's right. So yeah, we really have gotten through the first part of the game here. Normally there's a button for that. I couldn't figure out which one it was. It's normally arrow buttons, I think. That switch maps. Alright, now there are seasons in this game, so I think that was summer. Or maybe spring, I don't really know. But yeah, you're going to see like Christmas, you're going to see like Halloween. Pretty cool feature of the game there. And that's different stages of the game. So as you progress through the main quest stuff, that kind of stuff will also progress just automatically. So guys, we got a lot done tonight. Again, definitely appreciate you hanging out. Definitely appreciate you checking it out. Guys, if you enjoyed it, if it was fun, please take a moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment. That is absolutely always appreciated. Guys, I definitely appreciate you who caught the live and hung out with me tonight. It was a lot of fun. We had some laughs. Definitely enjoyed the joking around. Sharing some prank ideas was definitely awesome. And guys, as always, until the next time, best of luck and happy hunting.